I've relentlessly optimized everything that you're doing so that you can really have a successful business.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Marcus Howell with us, and he's a hedge fund manager and trading psychology expert who has helped people make smarter, faster, and emotionally resilient decisions in high stakes markets. As the founder of Pocket Holdings, Marcus developed and executed precision options futures strategies designed to outperform even in volatile conditions. So he has also coached hundreds of trades through the mental game of elite investing, blending data discipline, and behavioral insight. So Marcus, tell us, what are the 5 steps that an entrepreneur, a trader, needs to take in order to achieve the first million? I think that would be more helpful.
I want to start by first saying thank you so much, Harry, for giving me the opportunity to be on your platform to share my knowledge with aspiring entrepreneurs or existing really trying to get to their first million or really to be able to achieve success in business. If I had to break down what would be my 5 keys to getting your first million, these will be practical things that really be beneficial for entrepreneurs if they really apply them. They won't be the normal things that I found to be incredibly important, not just in my own business, but in the business of many other people who I've worked with. So the number one thing that I would say as step one is to find a problem worth solving. Most people think of business as they want to offer or what they could do in order or service that they can be in order to be able to make a large amount of money. While money is usually the result of what you do, it's the thing that leads to a successful business. The most successful businesses in the world's biggest problems. So you have to figure out what is that problem that is big enough, but then resonates with you. So most of the successful entrepreneurs that I know are solving things that are used in their own life, and they've been able to scale it to be able to help other people. So if I want to say start with finding that problem that's big enough that you would actually want to be able to provide a definitive solution for it. Then once you have that big problem, the important thing that you need to do is to know your audience. So if you're having that problem, or if you have the problem, you're not the only one that has that problem as well. So what are those beliefs, actions, patterns of behavior that are truly keeping your ideal customer up at night? Now, it used to be prior to maybe 2 or so years ago that we would have to go and hire a big agency to market research, or you had to have existing customers to do it. But now there are so many services now that you can go ahead and have your market research essentially be outsourced with intelligence or other agencies that have this information. So a quick Google search or quick to ask what are some of the best services to help me to do customer research, you'll be able to 10 different sources that can really help you to do this in a very cool and definitive way. So the idea 3 to 6 months now to come up with who our ideal customer would be for the problem we're trying to solve. And I'm really excited about that. So in understanding what problem you're solving, you got to understand who you're. And then the third one that I would say is probably the most important one and would be the biggest departure from think is to build something that is called a Dream 100. So this isn't from me. The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes, God rest his soul, was probably one of the best salesmen that we lifetime, up there with Charlie Munger. He was actually a disciple of Charlie Munger. And so this dream is basically this. You have a problem, you know who your audience is. If there were 100 dream partners that you can work with, whether they're individuals, what could you do to do everything necessary to develop a partnership with them, where if you even got just one of those partnerships, it will bring you all the time. Most entrepreneurs, especially when they're starting, they have a bottom-up approach. Let me get my money for ads, or let me do social media, or let me do something else. But there's companies that exist that are truly serving your exact audience. It's so much easier to partner with them on either a co-branding basis, a joint venture type basis, or something like that to be able to get customers at once than to try and do it from a bottom up where you're trying to get 10,000, 100,000, or a million. And so in the first 6 months of every business that I start, we typically spend 6 months in terms of sales and marketing going after our Dream 100 partners versus trying to market. Now, that's a little bit easier because if you're doing like cold email, to do it via B2B, if you are looking to get thousands of customers at once, it's easy going to people that are used to having these relationships. And it's as easy as going on LinkedIn and looking for a chief marketer, director of sales, or something like that to be able to have those conversations. Again, you typically don't need 100 of those. You just need to go after all 100 people. And when you do that, if you get the 1 or 2 or 3, it's usually going to be the head start that you need to truly have a successful and sustainable business over the long term. So building your Dream 100 is step 3 that I would say. Just 2 more here. Number 4, launch, then iterate. The number 3, a lot of entrepreneurs have, usually it's the message to market match is the number 1, but the number 2 or 3 thing would be take too long to launch. It's okay to have an imperfect product. It's not a wait until you're basically out of money to then launch something that you haven't had an opportunity for them to look at to evaluate whether or not they like it or whether or not you need to pivot. So even completely proud of that product in the beginning, launch it, because that's going to be the feedback that you're going to need in order to move fast. So launch and then systematically improve as you continue to go. Lead to my 5th one, which is once you have something launched, you have to relentlessly, meaning be quick to launch, but be very strategic about as you're going through this, improving your product, that you're looking at what's not working and you're spending most of your time improving that as quickly. So if I were to go back to my 5 steps of what has helped me to launch so many successful businesses, 1, find a big problem worth solving. 2, know who your audience is by having the proper research. Build that Dream 100 list of partners. If you only got 2 or 3 of them, that would be all. I've relentlessly optimized everything that you're doing so that you can really have a successful business.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.